Hey guys, just thought I'd make a little video here. Got my Noble NB4 Pro Plus here all set up and ready, so figured I'd do a little quick video just on what I like to do when I get it. And yeah, starting with the outside, I changed the grip to the large grip. Got quite large hands, so I prefer the large grip. I'm running the RC Maker carbon base. I only do this when I'm driving with it. I obviously, connect it to the normal base when I need to charge the battery. I take off the phone holder. That's pretty much it outside. I did play around the new trigger. So the Pro Plus has a new trigger. I run the small one actually, so I drive with the sort of tip of my finger. So yeah, I like the small trigger point. You can adjust it using this screw here. You can move it backwards and forwards. Pretty much, yeah, on the second furthest you can move it further, but yeah, this is all going to be personal sort of preference. I usually drive with about 10 degrees of angle on the wheel, as you can see. And I did change the spring inside the steering to the soft one. I prefer the wheel to be quite soft. While we're here, the new grip on this radio is awesome. Sounds really dumb, but it's like super sticky versus like a normal foam. I used to run a rubber, but yeah, I'm actually really liking the feel of this, so I'll be leaving that. The wheel looks awesome on this radio as well. Now turning on the radio. As you get it, it does make a few sounds and stuff. I don't really like it, so I turn the sound off. I mean, all personal preference, but yeah, that's what I kind of like to do. So yeah, running through some basic stuff when I do set up my radio. There's some more things here. I turn them all off. I only have on the screen what's necessary. Generally, yeah, I just set up a timer and show all my steering rates and stuff like that. So yeah, this will go into the menu. So when you need to bind, it's really easy. You literally go into receiver set, bind. Your enhanced will be the one you want. You literally click start bind. You'll turn your car on, holding down the bind button on the receiver, and it'll bind pretty quick. Starting, I'll go from backwards to forwards. Depending on your servo, you can set up the iBus 2. So yeah, some Power HD servos and everything, you can adjust the center points and other things, but I don't really need to do that. Sometimes center point I do, so I would set that up. When you do that, you do need to rebind again, so you want to do that sort of at the beginning. I do conditions mode, so I set up the trims for condition mode. So yeah, you'll need to select trims and then you'll need to turn it on. The reason I do that is I use it for like diff warming, so I'll go through that in a sec, but yeah, you'll need to turn that on. So trims and then in your conditions mode. Throttle, I changed mine to 70/30. It comes as 50/50 standard. I prefer, especially for modified, you want a longer feeling throttle and a shorter brake. I find it makes it smoother. That's just me. Not everybody does it, but yeah, for stock racing, probably not needed. Timer, so I do a down timer, so you can, literally set it at, whatever you want. When you go into here, I set mine at throttle 100%, so as soon as I hit full throttle, the timer will start. And then yeah, to turn it on, you need to turn the little dial there to on. I set that generally 6 minutes for my buggies, 5.5 for touring car. Then I do curves, pretty straightforward. Steering curve, I generally run about 15%. All again, personal preference, but yeah, play with that, see what you like and feel. EPAs and stuff, obviously you'll do when you need to set up your car. I set up my So just dual rate is set at 100% usually. Make that 100, and then I'll adjust your EPA left and right so it's 100 in the car. Obviously you'll do this as well after you do sub trim. So on one car here, I've got it trimmed to 40. Then I go into assign. So I basically turn a lot of things off. I do have this button here, which is this one here. So I've got that one set to my conditions mode. So when we go back here, we'll go back to the main menu. So you'll see it says C1. I'll hit that button on the side there, and it'll go to C2. So basically what I do, I bump up my throttle. So you have to do this again when you first set it up, but you'll bump up your throttle until it's all different depending on the car. You might end up at like 80, something like that, and then the drivetrain will start moving. So that's what I use for my diff warmer. So find the appropriate sort of level that you want. Every car and stuff is different. It also depends on how you've set up that throttle point as well. But yeah, that's how you do it. So you literally just hit that, bang, it'll go C1 for normal, and then C2 for conditions mode. That'll start moving your throttle forward, and then yeah, you can use that for your diff warming. Going back into here, these ones here are standard. So you start steering and throttle trim. That's normal. What you do need to do though, I find, go down into that button there, you click steering trim, you go here, and then this normally is 2, so I've changed it to 1. You just get finer increments on your steps. So yeah, your steering trim and your throttle trim, you can just change it in 1 increment rather than 2. Again, yeah, pretty standard stuff. And then in system, this is all kind of personal preference as well, but you can change your theme, you know, how you like it on here. It all changes it. I like the standard one, to be honest. Yeah, you can change units, metric, or you know, Fahrenheit for temperature. And then yeah, you can adjust your backlight. That's now standard on this radio. New radio is much brighter than the old one, which is awesome. And yeah, you can, you know, go through and change some other things. You can change your light. I've got mine purple. You can change the background and stuff like that. So yeah, that's just a little quick overview of the Noble NB4 Pro Plus. Yeah, really liking the look of this. Feel of it is awesome. Yeah, I'm keen to get it on track. Cool. Thanks, guys.